Yo, new Breed. What up, y'all? How's the Saturday? What's the word? See what we got going on. Who we have in here? Marco, what's up, dude? Mother, what's up, dude? No, just Neil McKenzie, what's up? Neil McKenzie with a triple fudge brownie ice cream and black cherry soda. Ooh, they're gonna be bouncing off the walls in a minute, man. Sounds fantastic, though. It sounds like a great way to do it, you know? And no snacks for me, but I have my wingspan and steelhead. All right. That's what I'm talking about, mom. Okay. Little throat making noises there. Ah, you know what I forgot to do? I'm gonna do it right now. I forgot to get some swag ready. I want to do that so that way we're all set for the gall when we get to it. It's not for a little while, but still want to have it ready to roll. You know, let's just give me that one. What else do we have in here? One of these. Let's see. Give me. Excuse me. What else? What else do we have in here? Oh yeah, we do one of those. Is this two or one? I don't want to put two in there. Giving away all my swags. What is oh yeah. I'm gonna do a couple of these. I've been shisty on these. Oh, these are both up. A couple of those guys. And let's see. What else we have in here? Oh yeah, okay, cool. One of these guys right here. Why are you stuck together? Oh, okay. That. What is this? Oh no. Okay. Dropping stickers on the floor. I think Zach stuff is live right now. I think he's doing an early uh, uh SKL Big Red. I guess he can't go live uh today. I forgot how it works. Like he can't go live this evening or something like that. So Zach stuff takes over for the Saturday, and then I think Big Red goes live Sunday morning or something like that. Is that how it works? I don't remember. I feel like it's something like that. Sorry, I'm trying to find this one sticker. It's hiding from me. Stop hiding. I want to show my friends already. Well, we might have to roll without it. I know I have a bunch. Maybe I don't. Oh, there you are. There you are. Come here. All right. It was eluding me. All right, cool. Got that. These there. Oh, we can do one of these. I want to choose that. The snacks I'll have to prep in a minute. Just get these bagged up. Oh, I don't want to bag them yet. I'll just leave them out. Oh crap! Squashed all of that. Yeah, just bag it when we're gonna roll that, so I can show everything. And then what do we have? Oh, okay, we have options of these. Oh, guys, gonna be a goodie. Options of those. This is already in there, so that's good to go. But yeah, so I think yeah, Zach stuff. I don't know how long he goes live for these. I don't know if he's still live or not, and if he is, I don't know when he's ending. This is actually an option of 3. Okay, we're all set on that. Should be good to go. And yeah, all right. I'm heading out to my mailbox for a package. Is it the one that I sent over? No snacks? No snacks. Sorry. You didn't want a blow pop, bro. I was gonna throw a blow pop in there. Come on, it would have been okay. It would have been okay. I'm gonna have to start getting like ice packs for Neil so I can send the snacks to him. Send it on over in a cooler. I was telling Colin and Kev, um, because we were working on the tall boy. We did a bunch of. He talked about it on his stream like 2 weeks ago, I think, 2 streams ago, something like that, maybe three. And they were redoing a file, and they were trying to get some different studs. The studs didn't end up working out. I didn't know that. Riot couldn't get them the way they wanted them. Um, so they had to think of another idea. So they went with some sort of like, excuse me, like a filler plate kind of, but like it sits a little proud of the blade. And I was thinking at work today, I was like, and I was thinking like for my own designs, not just for them, but I think Kev is like thinking, well, not just thinking them, but I think he's still thinking because he's talking about the tall boy right now. But I'm thinking, I might want to try something, but maybe magnets, like let me see. So, um, but of course, if the concept works, if they wanted to use it, I would definitely, or anybody wanted to use it if the idea worked. Oh, this is a design I'm working on right now. I was playing with it yesterday. Well, who are you doing? Messing with that. This is the live stream design. This one right here I designed the day before yesterday. Still not done. Still need to finish that one. The dagger still needs to be done. This one I wanted to go thinny. This one's a thinny. But I didn't want to go too thin. I was thinking about it, but I think it's like at 0.437, something like that. I think I went with no, that's not this one. This one's 7.65, I think. This design over here, I think I went with seven even. But anyway, I just was thinking, it'd be cool to because I've been trying to think of a way to get, to fill the thumb stud area with, because you can remove them, but sometimes like it's just to remove. It's not like it still will have the hole. So I was thinking, you'll have your blade, and I don't know why it takes off all my damn tools. I hate that. So you have your blade, right? And then you're gonna need to let's see, do 1.5 symmetric. None of this is necessary, like really, but just doing it the whole way. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing right, right? You know what I mean? Okay, so the stud would normally be. Sorry, I said that real loud. The stud would normally be. Let me see. It would be 5 millimeters normally, but I mean you could change that. You can make them smaller. They would just probably have to be press fit depending on how small you go. So let's say you go 5, and then you have a spot that's kind of inset. So you'll have your thumb stud. You would have this part right here. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. This part right here, you go negative 1 point. What? Let's just say negative 1 millimeter, and then. Oh no, you would you still need that? Would it be better to go? I don't know. It is kind of hard, but you would have. Let's say it would be let's say it's 3.5. 3.5 is, usually, 3.5, 3.75 is usually like barrel spacers, usually that's the thickness there. So let's say you do that. Let's say you go 4.25. Oh, crap. 4.25, right? No, but then that wouldn't work. Yeah. Okay. No, no, I'm right. I'm right. Okay. So it would be this part would go all the way through to this side. You would cut through that. And then you actually need your diameter for the screw. So the screw would be 2.5, right? Sorry, I'm just jumping right in here. So then what we want to do here is you're going to extrude this to this side over here. We're going to make it a new component, right? And then we are going to want to do this. We're going to extrude this into, we're going to take away the sketch. We want it to be as deep as that. Take the blade away. We're going to join it to that. Okay. And then it would be, oh, you know what? I did that wrong. Not completely. Just it would need to be that right there. So it would be something like this. Oh crap. Something like this, but you wouldn't need this actually. That's just going to be your barrel. So that this diameter would just be for the screw when you're mounting your studs together. So when you do, which one did I do? Is it this? So it'd just be one solid piece. So I mean, the trick. I mean, I was telling him that I would want to work on a concept, to kind of see, because it would be cool. I mean, a lot of things would have to go into it. You would have to make, and that's what he was saying too. You would have to have the finishes. You'd have to have a match. Depending if you want to match the finish of the blade or the finish or the accents. I think it would be easier to match the accents of your design of the model, like your pivot or your screws, your hardware. It might be easier to match that than the finish of your blade. Because it'd be easier to match the anodized uh, pivot collars or whatever than it would be to get the same, rub. I mean, I guess it could still match. Like if you did like a stone wash and then the face of that is a stone wash, it'd be easy to match that. But if you wanted it to be like a pop of color, like something that is it's blending in with the blade but still an accent, then you might, maybe it'd be cool to match it with your hardware. So I don't know, but it would have to you would have to find a way to make this a magnet, a small enough magnet, strong enough that it doesn't grab every damn thing, but holds on to the steel. I think a cool way to do it, instead of making it like somehow one piece or fitting the magnet into a little tube, maybe they're two separate pieces. Maybe it's just a plate, like a thin steel, just a plate that mounts in. So, like, let me see. So, I'll show you what I mean. So, these are just two parts. So, let's say the magnet goes in on this side, that sets in there, and then your plate just goes in over the hole. You know what I mean? And then it just attaches that way. Because the magnet's not going to go past that, or your plate's not going to go past that because you have this little lip right here. So it'll just sandwich onto the steel. Um, so that could be a good way. to do it without it being like, how do you get the magnet into? Like, you just need a piece. I don't know. Just a thought, that could be a cool way to fill your thumb stud. I mean, of course, for that to make sense, you would need it to be you would have multiple deployments. Like you would need your front flipper or uh regular flipper tab or a slot. So you would need another deployment in order for this to make sense. Unless you want it, like maybe it's an overseas thing, but then it wouldn't be able you wouldn't be able to have a locking knife, I think. So I guess that wouldn't matter either. But because I was unless you can remove your locking mechanism also, then which I know is possible also. You can have, a double action, like it you remove the lock bar or something like that, but you would need a double detent, which is another interesting thing. So then you remove your thumb studs, and then you remove your lock bar, but you have your double detents, and you can, click your knife open, which would be cool. But I don't know, just something to think about. But it would have to be a really small piece of steel. I mean, the other way to do it to make it a little bit bigger would be make it the complete 5 millimeter diameter of the thumb studs, or make it a bigger thumb stud, or something. Maybe you have a crazy looking thumb stud, and you can hide an even bigger piece in there. If it's some sort of unique shape, then you either just it makes it for a bigger surface area. But I think you could make a small one, like 5 millimeter plate, something. I mean, I don't know. It'd be like a pivot, Well, not like a pivot, a lot smaller, but just a T8, you know. But I don't know. Interesting idea. I think it could work, or I don't know. I don't know if it could work, but I think it's worth a try. You know what I mean? Because it could be cool. Yeah, be safe out there. It's hot. Be careful. Oh yeah, Ron is live too. I forgot. My bad. I didn't get my links up. Hold on a second. Oh, I didn't even do my double screen either. Let's see. This is Ron Crow right here. If y'all don't know, excuse me. If y'all don't know Ron Crow, this is Ron Crow's link. And if y'all don't know Zach stuff, y'all, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Here's his link though, so y'all can do better. Y'all can get your mind right. Go check out Zach stuff. Great dude. He checks out he reviews a lot of things, but he is definitely a place to go if you want some information on Benchmade. Definitely that. Um, yeah, just a great dude. Oh, that's what I was. I need to do my little pop out YouTube chat thing. I don't even have it open over here. In the world. Sorry, 1 second. Pop out chat. Pop that thing out. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, do live chat. All right, cool. Clint Crosby, what's up, dude? How you doing? Oh, a band-aid around here. Yay. Hell yeah. Give me a little band-aid real quick. Oh, it's a Walgreens band-aid? Okay. Ripping real quick. Oh, it doesn't have it all over the band-aid. Got it. Cool. Much better. Okay. Put this over here. Sorry. Let me see who else we got. Everything melts in my mailbox. Maybe you should get a refrigerated mailbox, bro. Ask them. Hey, ask them. Hey, can I get one of these refrigerated mailbox I heard about on Live in the Lab? Loot-10-Tex. Dwayne Letterman, what's up, man? Good to see you. Today is National Lemon Meringue Pie Day. Yum, not my favorite, but it's good. I don't like the meringue. I like the lemon, but not the meringue. They should do Cool Whip instead. Carrying Megaron Perism. Perism? I don't know if I know that one. And had hot dogs and mac and cheese for dinner. There you go. Nice. I like Megaron stuff though. Let me see what this Perism is. What are you? Show me you. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I had one of these on the channel. I think I gave one away. I always say had it on the channel, and it makes it sound like somebody sent it. But I mean, like I just uh, I think the only thing I've ever been sent for a giveaway was the Wubin flashlight. Other than that, I always pick everything up. Sorry, I saw this pop up right now. Metal Relic, what's up? Member for 7 months. Say hi, y'all. What up, dog? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I don't know why I gave you an accent. Hi, y'all. Appreciate you, man. What are the pockets, man? What are the snacks? Henry G, what's up? Matt Marr, what's up? We'll be getting out of work soon, and I won't be able to use my iPad because it overheats in this hot weather. I'm sorry, mom. Well, get somewhere refrigerated. Everything needs to be refrigerated. Ground fog, what's up, dude? How's it going? Jason, what's up? Just hanging out at the house, putting some fresh edges on my EDC blades with the TS Prof after a long work week, carrying my Devo Small Boy and Olaton's Mini Time Mastiff. Nice pockets. Hell yeah. I wanted to get a small boy. They're still available, right? I want one. Wyoming Adventures did a video of some yummy looking MRAs this morning. Nice. Yeah, check it out. Edgarito, what's up? Mind of Milton, what's up? Yeah, we were watching. I forgot what we were watching. Oh, I had it on my Hulu forever. Apollo 18. I'd always wanted to check it out. It didn't have a trailer on Hulu, and eventually I saw one on IMDb. I finally looked it up. I was like, ah, let me check it out. I've been wanting to see. It came out a long while back. I don't remember it though. Uh, what it was about. I just knew it was some kind of horror. So I saw the trailer and I was like, oh yeah. So I showed Angel, and she was like, oh yeah, okay. So we watched it last night. And overall, it was not bad. It was 5.2 on IMDb, and I would say maybe because the aliens were like, well, I don't know. I won't tell you if you're gonna watch it, but I think it could have been done better a little bit here and there. But I'd say maybe 5.8. Give it a little bit more. But anyway, they were eating the MREs, and it was like, oh, we're eating. He said, I have scrambled egg, and I was like, I have meat spread, and I was like, I like trying new things and different things and weird things, or some people might find weird, but I don't. I think stuff like that, yeah, I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I have my meat spread," I'd be all excited, but they're all, like, bummed out. Hate it here. So, I'm all set, I'm set for my trip to the moon. For the end, the end of the world, you can get that interesting grub, and literally interesting grub, the one you get out of a tree. Angelo, what's up? You just get it out the tree and then you purge it, bro, feed it some fruit. Then you go and fry it up. Nice grub. Hey, I'm down. I'm down. Not raw though. I mean, unless I really had to. Ooh, all squishy, a little splatter. Oh my gosh, like a cherry tomato. Make sure there is hot sauce, some spice on that food. Yeah, that would be the thing that'd be rough about the end. I'd be like, everything needs some spice on it. I'd be missing out on all my spice. It's not hot. um, so I worked on this the other day. I don't know. I was just like, I have this to finish, but I really didn't feel like working on that. I wanted to work on something new. Oh, I do an inlay on this. Let me know what y'all think about the inlay. Um, yeah, I was thinking, maybe I want to work on try something. I don't know. So I just started working on this, and I like how it came out. A little more angular, just some angles here and there. That's not really what I do. That's the most angular you're gonna get, probably. I don't know. I'll still try some things, but neutral handles still, but not just. And it's not contoured. I'm always contouring my handles all the time, and I did not contour this. Just chamfers, straight chamfers, and then some fillets on the tail end and up here on the frame. I matched my chamfer here and here with a sweep. These are sweeps. If I can go to edit feature. Oh, I can't do it. This is not the same file. I think this is this file. It's the file for this design. But oh crap. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I just matched this one and this one down here. So I thought that would be kind of cool. And I can't even close the blade right now. It's still not done, but it's in a good spot. I really like it. I was playing with this milling for a while. Originally, I had these going all the way back and stopping at some point, I think, but it just looked too plain. So I was like, oh, what if I kind of mirror it? And then that didn't quite work. So I was like, oh, what if I combine this as one long line and then stretch these out to get closer to this kind of as it matches the frame a little bit. So I like how that came out. It has kind of a, I don't know, little sci-fi-ish look. So that's cool. That's different from what I normally have. So these two, I would say, like this isn't crazy different, but it does have like a sci-fi vibe. And then this one is definitely different from stuff that I normally do. This is like a Dracula type, I don't know, situation. I don't know. But both I'm liking. I'm really liking how they came out. Or how they're coming out. And then this one was again, I was trying to be different. And yeah, I don't know. It's not that different, but still. So let me know what y'all think of this guy right here. I called it the Red Devil because of the Humboldt squid. I might call it the Humboldt. I don't know. But I thought it had kind of a squid look. Like this is the head or whatever that is, and then these are the tentacles. How they go like when they're I did a little thing yesterday, and Angel was like, "How? How was it?" I was like this or something. I don't know. She was laughing at me, but you know how they do. So they heard that the nickname for it is the Red Devil. So I was like, "Oh, okay." But I don't want to rub people the wrong way if I call it the Red Devil. So we'll see. The other way, I think it's really called Diablo Rojo, but I didn't know if I wanted to do that either. It's kind of long. Jesse, what's up, dude? How's it going? What are the pockets? What are the snacks? Let me know. I want the squid. Oh, you mean like this? Like you dig it? Or you mean like call it the squid? If you dig it, man, I appreciate you. I got a lot of good feedback over on the Instas. I think like not like a crazy amount of likes, but a good amount for it being a render and not being complete yet. Not bad. Knee high from Mr. Designs, he liked it. Real, Aaron liked it. I guess maybe because it was angular, some not just my usual stuff. So he was excited about it in his comment. So that was really cool. But yeah, a lot of great feedback. Thank you, mom. Thank you. Thank you. Bluminati, what's up, dude? What's that pointy one in the middle? I want one. This one I forgot what the hell I called it. What are you called? I don't remember what I called this. But yeah, that one is I think I already have the internals done on this one. I have the internals done on this one. So these are really close to being done. I started working on working in a new way for starting off my designs. After working on a bunch of models and finding out better placements for things like stop pin and detent ball and distances from each one, like from the pivot and the lock face and all those things. Let me see. Let me open one up and I'll show you what I mean. Took it off. Okay. I think I did it on this one, and it's something that I should have done before. I should have been doing already, but um, I think maybe about a month, no, maybe like 2, 3 months ago, I got a better idea of where I wanted, of where things could be placed, and it made sense that I've measured out. So now I've got it to where I think it works best. And is it on this one? No. Oh, okay. I know which one it is. So yeah, no, I just thought it'd be a better way to figure out, oh crap, where things land. And so I can right off the bat know that I have things measured out the right way, um, to where they're going to work. Now they will change depending on the size of your pivot. That will change things. What the hell's going on here? Why is it doing that? Um. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I was doing that. That was dumb. So I actually marked these. So I had the bearing pocket. I put this. I called it stuff that I would know what it meant. So just keep that in mind. Bearing pocket, stop pin perimeter, lock face detent ball center, outer diameter detent ball. So just like where I want things to land, so I know where I need to stay within range for what. And it was helpful. I did 2 designs this way. And Donnie had asked about me doing something like this. He was like, "Why don't you get your geometry? Set it all for everything." But I guess I really didn't have set ones at that time that he asked that. And as I've been using certain ones, like I said, for the past 2, 3 months, now it's something that I can work with and then adjust if I need to. Because this is a 5 millimeter pivot. If that goes down to like a 4 millimeter pivot, then of course I get more space to work with, which would work if you're working on like a thinner design or something like that. Oh, Bluminati, my bad, man. Gifted membership. I appreciate you, dude. That went to Angelo. Hell yeah, man. Thank you. Very, very cool. Welcome, Angelo, to the Pocket Packers, I think. Awesome, dude. Thank you, Bluminati. I appreciate you, dude. Hell yeah. So yeah, it's been really helpful in starting off the models and getting things started out in the in around the pivot and the lockup and everything. All the like the first part of my internals, I was starting to do them right off the bat, but now this has got everything set to where I can do them quicker. It's been really cool. Just Nate, what's up? I don't know if I told you what's up already. My bad. How's it going, man? How's your Saturday? Oh, yeah, you really dig. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jason. Very cool. Stephen Parks, what's up? What are the pockets? What are the snacks? Quinoa breakfast bowl for lunch. I've had quinoa. I like it. I'm into it. I am very much into it. Scroll down, make sure I don't get too far behind. Love that dagger. Thank you, dude. Thanks so much, man. This one I wanted to go. I think it's called a bullnose, like a slip joint. But I wanted to keep like a secondary point right here. I'm not sure if I'll stay with it, but I might, and it gives it kind of a different look. So we'll see. I was trying to make it a little like even pointier, but it didn't work out. I think that's as pointy as it's gonna get. Slot on this, it will be a front flipper. I did this one on the other design, and I kind of liked it, so I might do the same on this one. And yeah, I'm really liking this blade shape. I've always there's a boker that I really wanted that has this blade shape, and other slip joints that I've seen. I really like the blade shape. Excuse me, and I kind of like the idea of it, being a good way to trap the material as you're cutting. Excuse me, because it's at a downward angle. If you're like pushing through, it's gonna stay at that angle. So I mean, I dig that, and it being in a folder rather than a slip joint, I like it even better. But this is, like I said, this is 7 inches overall, so maybe I should have gone 7.5 or something. I did open the Red Devil so y'all can see what it looks like closed. If y'all don't follow me on the Instas. But yeah, I'm digging this. I'm digging it. And I love my contours, but I thought I'd try something a little more slabby. But the chamfers, whenever you throw chamfers on something that isn't contoured, it's definitely helpful. It still gives you that feel. It's not going to give you the exact, feeling of a contoured handle, but it'll, give you some of that feeling. I think they talk about, like with tactical blades. This isn't a tactical blade. I'm just saying, tactical blades, they don't really like to contour. They rather have it slabby because then it can roll in your hand if it's contour. Maybe some slight contouring is okay, but I think they mainly go for slab. What is that? Manage. Hopefully that didn't do anything. Yeah, I would really like to try that magnet idea. I need to look into, I don't know, some stuff to see how it would work. Like that would be really cool. But I think I would want to do it like match the like whatever accents I have rather than the blade finish. But thank you, Edgarito. Appreciate you. Brown Sugar, what's up? Did I miss Stephen Parks? William Hornboss? I missed William. My bad. No, there he is. Right under Blue Eyes. Oh, I told you what's up, right? Burnt Relic, what's up? You making 3D model protos too? Test in house? For these, yeah, probably. Probably so. Um, I mean, these still need a ways to go. I won't print those until they're done. This one is ready to print. That one I can print. But again, it would just be fixed position. I would just want to know the feel. But this one is way neutral. I don't imagine it feeling bad in hand. I think the what I would really want to feel is it in the fixed closed position to make sure the thumb studs are landing where I want. I don't think that one is. Oh, it is a front flipper. Hold on. Oh wow, it's all messed up. This is the main file, but I moved everything. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I moved everything, so it threw off the pivot, I guess. But it is a front flipper, so that would be another thing I'd want to feel. For a functional 3D print for like a front flipper, that'd be good for getting a feel for where the front flipper is going to land on the back end. So that way you make sure you're not hitting your index finger on the follow through. But usually that's more common when you have a crazy big front flipper, like it's real high. So I think it would be fine. I don't usually make real tall front flippers. The Clydesdale is probably the tallest. Trail mix still sitting on the couch. What kind, man? What do you got in that trail mix? Let me know. Dwight, what's up, man? Nothing in my pockets at work, so just my laptop. Okay. Come on, man. Take something to work. Take something pokey with you. Take something, bro. That's good to see you, man. Hopefully you're doing well. Bluminati dropping the link for Pyrokist. What is it? Real art, no laser. What is that? I'm not sure I know what that is. Is that burnt relic? Or what is that? Telling you what my favorite snacks I've been munching on is smoked Gouda cheese. Oh, Cheez-Its. Oh, got you. They are banging. I've been having some smoked Gouda. That's delicious too. Smoked Gouda Cheez-Its. I didn't even know they did that. That does sound good. Do you dip them or anything, or just like that, just throwing them down? Mark always wants to dip it in something. I don't know. The lines remind me of circuits. Oh, and this one right here? I was just trying to go with I don't know what I was trying to go with. I don't know. I was trying to go with lines. Something that kind of I was trying to go with lines that stayed with the vibe of the design. Does that make sense? That's what I was trying to do. This one was the easier one. I thought that'd be a cool way to, just match these lines. I tried to do this one included, but didn't work out. It was gonna come into this section, obviously. I did do a separate milling. I did like matching these front lines and then a line going up through this way and milled it similar to this one right here, and it went around the pivot, but it looked dumb. It looked stupid. So I took that one off. But I did like the way this looked. I just felt before I added the milling lines in that, I thought it looked too plain. And then even when I added these, before shortening the way I had them here, I think they were pretty much like this. The length of this one up top, length of this one right here, and the length of this one right here, but on the opposite end only. And then this one was shortened also, but it looked like it was missing something in this area. So then I thought about mirroring it somehow, and I tried something before this, and I didn't like the way that looked. So then I played with the lines. I was like, oh, what if I shorten them on this side and then make them longer this way? And I really like how it came out. Really happy with that. And then the inlay, I originally for this one, I was keeping it much tighter to the milling lines right here and then the outer part of the frame, but it was really big. So I thought, shrinking it. I'm not sure if I'll keep it like this, but I might. I showed Angel, she really liked it. And she was like, "What if you throw the milling lines in there too and match that?" I said, "Oh, that could be cool. Like bring these in here, like shorten them up." But then she also said maybe like with an inlay because I just had it with like this color. It was just solid. And this is supposed to be like micarta. In the render you can see there's a texture to it. So if it has texture, I think it'd be fine. But still doing like a mini version of this milling pattern in the inlay, I think could be interesting. She's been having some good ideas, guys. She's gonna start designing. Do that circus pattern on the dagger, you could call it the electrode. On the dagger, I don't know if the of an electrode really suits the design, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think it suits this one. I think it suits that one. But no, I think this one has kind of like I don't know about medieval, but it's kind of like an old like I don't know, like if it were to have a gem in here or something. Did I call this one the Osiris? I don't know if I ended up doing that. Shout out to Gabe Harlan. But I appreciate the feedback though, Illuminati. But yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if that screams electrode to me. The design itself. Finally someone using 3D printing properly and not making useless crap. Yeah, man, no, I try, I you know, like with these right here, this is the Timber Wolf right here, and then the Iron Striker. This one is I haven't heard anything from Riot yet. Hopefully they're close to being done, the prototypes. But that one, and then this one, and then this one, the Gallop. I've been, 3D printing since way early in my designing. This is like a Clydesdale. I think this is one of the first ones. So I got this Clydesdale. I went through a bunch of versions of the Clydesdale to try to get it right. There's another one right here. So Clydesdale. I don't know if I have the final one. I think the final one fell apart somewhere. Then my Bally 3D print of my Bally, the license design. So that's my 3D print right there. Yeah, I've been 3D printing early on. My maintenance tray, I talked about that on Wednesday, I think it was 2 Wednesdays ago, maybe. The maintenance tray went through a bunch of prints to get it to how I wanted, tune it right, uh, tune it the right way. Whoa! But yes, the 3D printer definitely beneficial. That is why I got it. You know, one of the reasons why I got it early on. The main reason was because of CRKT. They said they didn't take sketches, so said that they would take actual functional knives or certain 3D printed prototypes. So I respond. I when I finally got into CAD and 3D printed some designs, I reached out to CRKT. I didn't hear anything back, but it's all good. It's all good. What's going on, everyone? I have my Kizer Assassin, my Copper Mini Asticus, and Jade, and the Jade one. Oh, the bow. That's a Civivi bow. But I don't know what it's called. Civivi bow. What's up, Joe? How's it going, man? Pockets packed the right way today, bro. The right way. I love the bow, man. The only thing I didn't like about it was the lock bar is super thin. Like if you look at it, Joe, you see it's a lot thinner than any of those. Oh, well, the Kaiser Assassin is a button lock, so that wouldn't have one. But it's a super thin uh liner lock, and it's a smaller knife, so it's not meant to be like a bruiser or anything like that. But I just wanted it to have a little bit more of a just a little thicker lock bar. But I love the aesthetic. That's one of my favorite designers right there, Brad Zinker. And I got to handle the custom at Blade Show. I didn't realize it was, made from that. Uh, well, I mean, they're all from his customs, but he told me the story about it. It's named after I think a friend of his that he made it for. I think that's how it went. But a great design. I love the design. Well, what are the snacks though, dude? Nick Ranger, what's up? What are the pockets? What are the snacks, dude? Zoom in on pattern, please. Which one, man? Which one? This one right here? Sorry, it's moving all stupid. Oh crap. I gotta do this. Now it'll move better. So we got, you mean like this one right here? Or this one right here? Or this one over here? Oh, excuse me. Also, milling on flat surfaces, I mean, in 3D modeling is a bit different. I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily, but you know, like when you're milling onto a contoured frame, they're just different steps. You can't just mill straight onto it because it's wrapped around. I think that's something we're gonna get into in this one. So I'll show y'all in a bit. Double giveaway day and camera accessories from Amazon for a brand new camera coming in a few days. No bills in the mailbox. It's a very good day. There you go, man. Sounds like a great mail day. Hell yeah. What are you getting the camera for, man? You gonna do some videos, some YouTube stuff? Tell me, dude. Just finished a club sub from Jersey Mike's with some Lay's kettle potato chips. Heck yeah, dude. What are the toppings? What were the innards? What do you have in that? I don't think I've ever had Jersey Mike's, man. They put that sauce, right? The like vinaigrette or something. They wet it up. What does that sauce taste like? Is it tangy? Is it salty? I want some. I always saw them do that. Just splash it up. Or do you go without it? Because I know you can go without it. So the way I do my milling, I actually learned from Dead Reckon. Dead Reckon was on the guy, their designer. I forget his name, but he was on CDC, Crispy Donut Community. He was on their channel when they were still, a thing and all together and everything before the drama and before they had to change their name. And he was on there and he was showing some things, some CAD modeling stuff. It was really cool. And this was still early in my modeling. Like I was already, I was picking things up, I was getting better, I was developing, but I was still learning like a lot. Still very early and still had a lot to learn, still do, but I was way way raw then. Way more raw. And I had just worked with Luke on something, and he had told the guy, and he was like, "Oh, he was like, that's the one who did the modeling for this and that." And he was like, "Oh, this is him." And he was like, "Hey, man, I wanted to tell you like some more realistic ways to do things for like I think it was my jimping or something." And he said, "Yeah, because the way you have it, it wouldn't really work. Like I guess with a mill or something like that." So that was really cool. Like he wasn't calling me out; he was just trying to give me some tips. But then he started working on their flashlight, and or was it no, was it that one? I don't know if it was that one. No, I think he was working on a fixed blade or something for them, and I think the frame was contoured. But anyway, it was really cool. It was great to see. It was a lot of information. It applied, directly to knives and flashless EDC, and it was cool. But then I think because he did design a flashlight for them and something they were going to actually do, I think they made the videos private. So I only saw it like once or twice. No, I saw it a few times while they still had it up, and then eventually I couldn't watch it anymore. So from what I learned about on the milling is just from what I remember from how he did it, and then that's just how I've kept doing it. And then I've tried some new things along the way, and uh, probably done my own, veered off a little bit, but still kept more along the lines of what he did. But it's not the exact same thing. It was like I said, I was still learning, and I was still learning that. Uh, and then it went away. So, but yeah, it was that guy, Dead Reckon. I forget his name. Sean something. Sean something. Today's carry is a baby penguin fixie. Oh, that's a nice one. I dig it. Benchmade bug out, a new breed wingspan, new breed EDC wingspan. Munching on ham sandwich. What up, Lude? What up, Rolf? Excuse me, coming in ready to rock, dude. Hell yeah, and with the ham sandwich. You got any cheese on that? You got any lettuce, tomato, mustard? What do you do? Do you do the ham with the mustard? Or you get a little weird and put like ketchup or something? I'm just saying that's a little weird, bro. You can do it, I won't judge too much, but I'll call you a little weird. No, Zacatech. No. He did their design like stickers and patches and stuff. No, not Zacatech. Who's cool. I haven't seen him in a while. No, it was the guy from Dead Reckon. Uh, Dead Reckon Knives. Sean something. That was probably before I said the name. I think it was Sean something. Pretty sure. Turkey, ham, provolone, bacon, mayo, lettuce, tomato, and the sauce. The sauce is some kind of oil and vinegar. My favorite sandwich. Dude, that sounds fantastic. Did you toast it? Or is it just straight cold cut? Straight cold style? Dude, yes. That sounds fantastic. My mom says, hello to anyone I missed. Had to go lock up. I will be losing connection soon. Hopefully, I will get a cool location to get back on. Go eat somewhere, mom, that has Wi-Fi. Go eat at Jersey Mike's. Do they have Wi-Fi, Joe? Jersey Mike's? Yeah, that sandwich sounds good. All right, so this is how I do this right here. So we're gonna go with, I don't know what kind of milling we're gonna do yet. So I'll just do it just to show, and then if I tweak it later, then I tweak it later. So we are going to go with surface over here. I'm gonna go with offset, not from the Migos. You guys know the Migos or no? I like some of their stuff. I think they fall under the mumble rap genre, but I don't know. I don't really know what is all considered mumble rap, because some of their stuff I don't think is mumble rap. But some other stuff, yeah, some of their stuff is good. Offset goes off on occasion. Takeoff, I think, is the one that passed away. Um, but yeah, I like some of the stuff. Sorry, I didn't even say what I was doing there. So I go to surface and I choose an offset, and I only want to offset the face. I don't want to go with chain selection. When you go with chain selection, what happens is you'll get, if you go with chain selection, it's going to get the whole frame, and then it'll go out this way. I mean, I guess you could do that. I've never done that, but I guess what you would have here is, if you're going to do a milling line, it's going to wrap all the way through your fillets, your contours on your frame, on your rounded edges on the outside of your frame. So I don't really want to do that. So I just want the face, but you're going to want to extend it. So you click this right here, extend, and you'll get all of these faces. Some of these might get a little weird because, like, right here is real tight. It's a real tight little corner there. So it might mess up, but we'll take as much as we can get. We just want to make sure that when we get to our milling lines that we're gonna put onto this face that we're making right now, this little piece of material. We just want to make sure that it's gonna get as close to the rounded edges as possible. If it's too short, then it's not gonna get the milling lines where we need it to be. So then we're gonna extend that. You see how it's getting a little weird right here? If it gets any weirder than that, then it might collapse how long I extend it or how big. It might collapse it to as long as big as it can make it. So, but it should be fine. So I'm gonna go 5 millimeters on that. It should stay. There it is. And then I also want to do this right here. I I do an extend on this because my milling lines will stop at certain points of the uh, the pivot hole, the pivot pocket. So I want to collapse that on this right here. I've run into issues. It just won't. It doesn't create the sketch pattern on there like I want sometimes. But I collapse that, and then it just becomes more of a solid face. It can still cause some interference when you have that little piece right there, but it should be fine overall. All right, so we extended that. So now it wraps. You see how it is? It's contoured to the frame. It goes past the fillet, or it gets to the rounded part of the frame also. Sorry, my eyelid itches. So we're good on that. All right, and then the distance is also important too. So I went to 1.35. If you go too far, then you're like, if you have a crazy milling pattern, If you have like something that's wavy and they get too tight together, then if you're if your distance, let's say my distance is 5 millimeters instead of 1.35. If it's 5 millimeters, then the tool that I use, I'll show you what I mean when I get there. It's gonna be kind of hard to understand if you don't know what I'm referring to. All right, so now we're gonna go. You really don't need to be sketching on anything. Usually, when you're sketching onto a surface, you want to be like right there. You want to be on the face. You want to be on that. But in this case, it's not going to matter because we can't sketch on that face anyway. I'll show you what I mean. So if I try to go just start a sketch here, it won't let me. What you're seeing right there that it's trying to sketch on is actually the backside. You'll see when I click up on top, this is where my sketch line is. You see that line right there? It's running on the back side of my frame. It won't even pick it up. The closest you can get to doing it onto the frame is tangent plane, and you would click that surface and then click your reference point. So you would click like this right here. But you see, even with that, if I go to the side, it doesn't get the whole surface. It's only going to be you're only going to be putting like any type of some like milling or whatever only on that closest point to this sketch plane. So it's just you can't sketch on it. It won't let you. Not like that. It gets more complicated. You have to take some steps before you can just go and mill on it. So that's what we're gonna do. So the way to do it, the way you're doing the milling lines, it doesn't even matter where you create your sketch plane. So I can just sketch right here behind it. See, watch where I'm at. You see, I'm right there. But, I mean, usually I'll show you how I usually do it though. I don't know why, because it doesn't matter, but I still do it this way, and then I bring it, out here. But it doesn't matter because I'll show you right now. So we're gonna sketch on this plane just because, and let's just do a simple pattern. So let's just bring this milling line right here, and we're gonna go. We're gonna get a pattern, take it that way, and let's go with 40. So we bring it past this way. We'll go like that. Click OK. All right. So those are our lines we're gonna use. All right. Put finish sketch, and then now see they're in front of our sketch, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna go again to sketch, and now I'm gonna click behind it. So let's say okay, so this I'm doing it behind it, right? Now the only way it would matter for these being in front is if you're gonna use the lines for something else. That'll be on the surface, on something else. I don't know, close to it. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, so then we're gonna go. I clicked, and now you see my plane is in the center. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to project, and we're going to go to project to surface. This is why it doesn't matter, because you're going to click on this face right here, which is that one that we just built or just created. And then we're going to select our curves. I just go through and I just select this whole surface. It's not going to get all of them. I just select all that. You see, it tells me that it can't do all of them, whatever, geometry. But you can't forget this step. You're going to want to go to a long vector. And I usually just click on this face right here and click OK. If you go to closest point of surface, the line won't, when you go to do the milling, it won't catch all the way. It doesn't stay tight to the surface for some reason. And you want to make sure you do project to surface, because if you just go to project, so you go to project and you select that, it's not gonna, it won't do what you're asking it to do. Like if you do that's actually the wrong thing I'm showing you. It would be, so if I select this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and you click OK, It's projecting it over here to the surface. That's where it matters. It's projecting it to the plane that I'm working off of right now. So that's where it matters. If you're clicking on projecting, it's just projecting into the exact profile work that you're working off of. So that's why if you're doing project to surface, it doesn't matter if you're in front, if you're behind it, whatever. You do have to be in front or behind it. You can't be off to the side or anything. I can't be sketching this way. I can't be sketching on this side and have the lines go on this side. So you definitely have to be straight on. But yeah, project to surface, and it's just going to take it right to this face. And then again, you select your lines along vector, path direction, right there. Okay. And then you're going to want to put finish sketch. So now this one, the sketch lines that we created right here, these blue ones in sketch 17, they don't matter anymore. You just take those off. You can, I mean, they matter if you're using them for something else, but like if you're creating more sketch lines, I mean, milling pattern or something. But really, these are what you need. These are right here. You see, I need to take that off. Hold on a second. Go back to this. I want to delete that projector right there. Oh, crap. It won't interfere with it. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. So take that. We want to make sure we take off our thumb stud. Just remove that because then you're gonna cut into you could cut into your thumb stud depending on how close it is and how thick your milling is. So you don't want to do that. Another thing you want to turn off is that surface because if you start cutting into that surface, then you end up with a bunch of little pieces. It'll say body 3, body 4, body 5, right here. How it says body, it'll turn into a bunch of separate little bodies because you're gonna start cutting away from that frame. So you just turn that off. It doesn't matter anymore. But and you see it's still not touching the surface. It's in front of it. So with that, you'll be able to choose the thickness that you want of the milling. So if I just did that milling pattern directly onto this surface, then right away it's just going to be cutting, exact. It's your milling will be like it'll be too thick. So right here you'll be able to get smaller milling that is I don't know, can't explain it, but it works better for this way for cutting the material way that you need to cut away with your milling pattern. And again, oh okay, so yeah, I can't show y'all with the pattern I did. Well, kind of, I can explain it, but let me see. Let me get over here on this side. I'm talking away. Oh, nice. I'm not that far behind because nobody's said much. Neil McKenzie with from JB, which is Big Red EDC. He won a Tenable Loki, a Nitro V Purple Micarta, Gold Purple Junkin Genius Hank, and Swag Pack, and a Blue Olight i3E EOS. There you go, man. That's a great win, dude. Yeah, you said that you want a great swag, great, what did you say? 15 pack or something? I forgot what you said. But that sounds like a great giveaway. He's doing it right. You're just getting crackers from me, and you don't even take the crackers. Never tried it toasted. Cold is good though. Yeah, no, I'm sure. Sure, I was just curious. But yeah, I like a cold sandwich too. I don't think I don't think I'm like, oh, I need it toasted. You know what? I think I like it if it's toasted, if it's heated all the way through. I don't like it if I have like the contrast of like I'm eating a hot outside and then the inside's all cold. I don't really like that. Working nights, haven't eaten yet. Me hungry. Get a snack, man. Get a snack. Help with gadgets. What's up, dude? How's it going, man? What are the pockets? What are the snacks? A bevel? What bevel? Which one are we talking about? Have a wonderful, safe weekend, everyone. Please don't forget to hit that like and pick up a wingspan for Labor Day or National Rum Day, which is tomorrow. Okay. I don't know why you need your wingspan for National Rum Day, but yeah, I mean, do it. I appreciate you, Mom. I will drop the link for the New Breed website if you are interested in picking one up. I appreciate you. I have still some satin blems and some acid stonewash blems. You can see what kind I have of the blems left on the website if you're interested. Angelo said rum, or maybe he just said rum. Yum. Just Nate, what's up? We got Hate Nate and Just Nate. That we got? Oh no, just Nate. He just changed his logo on me. Wait, what? Hold on a second. Yeah, you just changed your logo? That's funny. How'd you do that? How can I see the same one up here and it's not different? Let me see. Is there any kind of like variation? What's going on here? Somebody copying you? No, that's the same thing. Interesting. Enter Dan Stan EDC. What's up? I'm using the hizzy. I've always liked that angle milling. Yeah, no, I like it too. I do. I think the angled micro milling is great. It's clean. It's an easy choice to make. It's more people are gonna like it than hate it. I think it's a solid choice on the milling. I went. I usually go. Wait, I don't know which way I usually go for the angle, but yeah, no, I like it too. I usually go finer than this. Oh, number 14 of 15 prize packs, JB reaching 15K subscribers. Got you. Got it. Got it. I thought there were like 15 prizes in there. Sounded like it. Changed it. Oh, okay. Got you. You do too? Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, it's a good one. I'm with you. I'm with you. Um, okay, so let me show you. Uh, so we're gonna go. So like I said, right now I mean, it's not on the surface. It's a distance away from the surface of our face from our frame. And now we go over here. Oh, and you see right here how the milling it runs all the way through. If I had, the kept the pivot in that surface in this right here, the milling would have stopped right here and right here. It wouldn't have been a continuous line. But I forget when I run into issues where it has made a difference on like how it's affected my milling pattern. It's been so long since I've been, doing it where I've adjusted it that what kind of where it would cause problems for the milling. I don't know if it was a chamfer maybe that I had on the frame already or something. I'm not sure, but it's all good because we don't have to deal with it right now. Sorry, I just had to wet the whistle. So let's get the milling. So we're gonna go with a pipe pattern, and we're gonna go right here. So you see right there, it's a 5 millimeter pipe size. So that's too thick. You see, it's cutting away our whole frame. Definitely can't have that. Definitely not. But you see, if I was like 4.95 millimeters away from the frame, so let's see if I can do it. So like if I go right here, right, we're gonna go edit feature, and let's go 4.5. Let's see. I don't know if it'll mess with my sketch pattern. Let's do a new pipe pattern. And we're gonna go with 5 millimeters again. So we're gonna go pipe, bring the milling line right here. Wait, is that still the same? Yeah. Okay, right there. And let's go with 5. Oh shit. It's even further away. What did I go with? I went with 5, right? Or 4.5? I must have pressed it wrong or something. Did the wrong thing. So anyway, you've got to go much bigger to finally get to the surface. So like 9. I don't know why that went so weird. Anyway, so it'd be like 9.5 or something, and now you have a little milling. So when you do that, let's say you have a milling pattern like it's like wavy. If this gets too close to itself as a pipe pattern, like snaking, it's gonna start touching itself. It's okay. So really weird. The pattern or the pipe pattern is gonna start touching the along the pattern, touching itself, and it won't allow you to do it. It won't allow you to do the cutout anymore. So that's why if you're doing some sort of snake pattern, something with angles, something like that, you've got to stay tight to the frame, uh, tighter to the frame for the milling to work, because then your pipe size is going to be much smaller. What am I doing here? What's going on? What is? Oh crap! What is? Hold on, sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out what I just did. Um, what is this sweep pattern? Why do I have a sweep pattern there? What is that? What are you? Oh, it's some sort of cutout for something over here. All right, so that doesn't matter. I guess that was from a plunge I had before or something. So we can just get rid of that. Oh crap! I didn't even do that. Delete features after marker. So anyway, so that's why you've got to stay tighter to the frame. So obviously we don't want to go 5 millimeters. Excuse me. It's gonna be more something like I don't know. It depends on how thick you want your milling. Actually, you definitely don't want to go 5 millimeters. Maybe something like, excuse me, maybe something like 2.9, maybe something like that. And the way I like to do it, I used to do it like this before, but now I'd like to do new body. So I'll actually go through, guys, and do a new body for all of these because then I want to mirror them. Because I'm gonna mirror the frame before I do my milling, because I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna do a lock bar cutout or axis. So it changes, or like let's say I'm doing frame lock, or if there's gonna be something different on the lock side, then I want to make sure the milling isn't there yet, because then it'll mess with the milling pattern. So I'll create each pipe. Oh crap! I'll create each pipe, same size. Oh crap! What did I do? 2.9. 2.9, new body, all the way through. New body, and then I will mirror. I'll mirror my frame. Do that, and then mirror these pieces also. So I like to do it that way instead of doing the cuts onto that frame because, like I said, then I'm going to start working on the lock side and changing whatever, and I don't want that milling there yet. So I want it to be two separate steps. And then I'll go through and select this one. Oops. This one, and why is it not letting me choose this one? Sometimes you got to do it in an order. It's weird. See, it won't let me do this one. Oops. It'll let me do these two, but it won't let me do that one, which is dumb. But you go through, mirror it, and then come through this way and mirror that. And then you'll do combine, say like this. You select that one, that one, that one. You're going to want to do cut. And you can keep the pipe pattern if you're gonna uh like if you're gonna need it for, I don't know, um like if you're gonna create another part, like let's say I'm gonna want the milling on the pivot also, but I don't have my pivot yet. I'm gonna want to keep tools. So when I do that, it'll keep the frame the piping there. But really I just want to delete them. So put do you check the box off, or don't check the box of keep tools, and then they'll disappear. And then you have your milling. And then again, like you can make it thicker, smaller, whatever you want to do. And then you'll just do the same on the other side. So, I mean, that's how I do my milling. And it can be a process, depending. And then if I'm doing like a crazy pattern, and then somebody, like, that's why I started, adjusting my, uh, well, I've adjusted a lot of the the details in my CAD services, because like if somebody's like, hey, I want this milling, and I'm like, okay, cool. I go through and I do it. It's a process. I go through and I do it, and they're like, I don't like that. Can we do this one instead? I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'll do it. I don't like that one. Can we try this one? I want to see I really want to get this look. I want to see this one, and I'll choose. So I do it, and then they're like, can we go back with the other one? So it's a process. So, after working with so many people and working on so many models for various designers and brands, I realized, okay, I've got to start putting different things, different costs for different things. If you want a different blade shape, if you want multiple milling patterns, it's going to cost extra because I'm going back and I'm doing this work. You don't like it, and I have to go do another one. I'm essentially getting you free looks. You know what I mean? And then it takes time. So, it wasn't trying to be a jerk. It's just it takes time. So, I started adding, like, you reach out to me, you want to work on a project, you've got a milling pattern, single one included, an inlay pattern included, because that's another thing too. They want to be like, oh, I want this inlay. Can we change the inlay? Yeah, all right, well, I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna need to change the cost, if because I've already worked on it, you know. So and it can also be a tricky thing too, because let's say I'm working with somebody and they're working with somebody already, and they're getting the company different looks, and I don't know. You know what I mean? Before the project is done. So let's say I'm working on the project and they're like, all right, we want to do this milling pattern and this milling pattern and this milling pattern. And it's like, well, I mean, I'm doing all this stuff and you're just getting free looks. I mean, I want to help you out, but I mean, it's still my time, you know what I mean? So if you're getting free work out of me, and it's hours for me and it's nothing for you, I mean, sure, yeah, you're waiting, but I'm doing it, I'm in it. Then, unfortunately I got to charge you because it's taking time. So you know, it's because I like the way I like to work is I want you to get an idea of what you're getting before, you know what I mean? So that's on me, but still I want you to I don't want to be like, you know, I'll work on it behind the scenes and then get it to you when it's done. I don't want to do that. And it's like you're not part of your project. And at the end of the day, I want you to even if you you know, I've worked on several projects where that maybe didn't get much help and I did a lot of it, you know, from like they're like, "Oh, I want this. Can you match it this way? Can you do some sort of this and that?" And then I'm like, "Okay, yeah." And then I do, and they're like, "Yeah, that's perfect. I want that." You know, I've worked like that. You know, I've done that, and that's fine. But you know, I want to, you know, the people that are the the ones that especially the ones that do have it like real sketched and intricate and all that. I want to make sure I'm getting the look that they had when they had it in their pen and paper or in their Adobe Illustrator or whatever. I want to make sure I match that their vision, you know, get it, you know, fill them in along the way, you know, keep them in their project. And like I said, even if it's somebody who gave me the napkin drawing, you know, very rough or whatever, I want to keep them in the loop. You know what I mean? So that's why I work the way I work. But still, I don't want them taking that extra milling pattern and, you know, okay, we have four different milling patterns that we want to go with, or four different inlays, two different blade shapes. You know, the blade shapes are also they can be no joke. You know, if you're going with a drop point, but you also want a warny, let's say you start with a warny and then you're like, okay, let's do the drop point too. Well, now your blade can't sit as deep as the warny because now you have belly, you know, near the schnoz of your blade. So, you know, then I've got to go through and I rework the hardware, the internals got to change. So that's not easy either. I mean, it's work. You know what I mean? So this is all stuff that came with me, you know, working with different people and learning what some people want, so what how much things can change for people when they see their design, you know. And that's why when I reach out like very early in the project with a very rough, just a 3D of the exact sketch they gave me. It can be their napkin drawing. And I'll just do it, follow the lines exactly. And I'll be like, all right, what do you think? You know, and then they'll be like, oh, can we change this? Can we change that? Because it's different. You know, it can be different even from the very base sketch. But yeah, so this is how I do the milling, and it can be, you know, this is a very basic one to do, but still, it's a process the way I do it. Like so, like there are other ways to do it. There's several ways to skin a cat in Fusion. So let's say we bring this back and we do well. Let's say we try it on here, right? So let's try it on here. So we'll go back and we will do. Let me see. We'll use the same sketch lines we have actually. So we're gonna go back and we will do. I'm gonna go back one right here. Bring this and let me see. So we will do. Let's just project one. So we're gonna still go with project to surface, right? Is that how we're gonna do it? Oh, I can probably just use what we've done already. Because the line has to be, it's hard to explain, so I'll just show. The line has to be like super long. So I would need it to be, I think this is where I would have to change it. I would have to make, let's just do another one of these. Another surface, another offset, turn off chain selection, bring it out. Okay, well, not that far. We'll go again 1.35, and we'll do another extend, and we're going to take it as far as we can. As far as it'll let us do it. So like something crazy like that. See if it lets us do it. You see, because it started getting all crazy down here, it didn't let us go that far. It reeled us back in to where it made sense for fusion. Like, whoa, you can't go, you're getting interference right here. So that's as far as it'll let us do it. All right, so then now we're gonna go back to project. We're gonna do another sketch, and we're gonna project to surface again, and select that. And we're gonna select where it'll be the thickest point. So probably right there. And select our vector again. All right, so we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna turn this off and this sketch off. And then we're gonna create our pipe pattern again. And let's say we're like, okay, that's good. And let's do new body. Okay. And then I'm gonna choose the sketch line. Damn, where's it at? I'm gonna bring this body. This is what I use for my contouring. So I'm gonna find out where that line is, which is gonna be, what the hell is this one? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna need, see, I don't know if it's gonna let me do it, but we'll find out. I think I might need to use this one. I think because what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to do a sweep, but I might need to use a sweep with a rail. So where was this sketch? Crap, I forgot which one it was. My bad. Okay, sketch 13. And but you see how it is right here? I can't just use this sketch line because it goes straight. I need it to follow a curve. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to try to use a sweep with a rail. So let's go with sweep. Sweep with guide rail. I'm going to choose, oh damn, is it not going to let me? Chucks. All right, let's do, we might have to do it this way. So I'm going to combine it already. So that, okay. Oh, what did I do? Did I choose that? Oh, okay, I did the wrong thing. Hold on. You want to make sure you choose your target body first, not your tool body. All right. So now we're gonna have our milling that's behind it's behind there. So now we're gonna do sweep. If my mouse lets me, sweep, rail, and we're gonna choose our profile. It's still not gonna let me. Okay. So that's not gonna work. Well, what we'll do instead, which actually makes more sense. This is what I should have done. We're gonna go with pattern, pattern along path. We're gonna choose that body, and we're gonna choose this line right here. We're gonna take off this sketch line that I was gonna use originally. and we're gonna follow that path right there. So it should stay tight and snugged up because this was our contour. It should follow our frame exactly. So it should be fine. So we're gonna follow this and we're gonna do our quantity. Um, let's go with 15. Just follow our contour. Can I do symmetric? I think I can do symmetric. Where's it at? Oh yeah, okay, there it is. So symmetric, and we're gonna do path direction. No, I don't think I want path direction. Do I? Yeah, I do want path direction because it should follow the curve exactly. So we can even get tighter on our milling and extend it out a bit more. And we will do okay. So now we've got it all hugged up. And let's see how the milling comes out. So we're going to take this body away. We're going to go to combine, choose this right here. And then we'll choose that one to there. Click OK. And now we have our milling along the frame. So, that's actually an easier way to do it. I think where it can get trickier though is if you've got like a lot of changes in your surface, like extra waves in whatever you're working on. Maybe it's not a knife, you know, maybe it's a nuck or something, you know what I mean? So like with this right here, the milling, I don't like that the way it looks. It looks like a candy cane or something. So I would probably want to go, tighter milling, try 35. So some of these didn't combine because I guess because they didn't exist. So you got to go through and choose the ones uh, that didn't get included in that. So choose that again. Then you come this way and go there to there. I like that a little bit better. I don't really like this pattern for this design. It could be because it's too thick the way I have it. And that's probably, excuse me, that's probably what it is. But I don't know. I think maybe I also just don't like it for the design. You see this one I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want to keep that one. So yeah, that's another way to do it. It's probably, like I said, easier that way. But if it's a little wilder of a surface, then you're probably gonna have to do it the other way. But yeah, I definitely don't like it for this design. I'm pretty sure I don't think it's the size of the milling. Package is intact. All right, man. I'm happy to hear it, dude. Awesome. Heck yeah. What did you win again? What did you get? I forget. Apex. What's up, dude? How's it going, man? What are the pockets? What are the snacks? Let me know. Go. Kathleen, what's up? What are the pockets snacks for you? Let me know. Tell me then. I won't be on many lives or chats for a while. I crashed on my bike this morning. Arm is broken in two places and possible broken leg. Not good for. Ah, that's rough. I'm sorry to hear that. Dang. That's. I'm sorry. Hopefully, hopefully you rest up and I'm sure it's gonna take a while. It's broken in two places. It's not good, but hang in there, stay positive. Lurk if you can, if you need some, some funny chats, watch some of the funny ones or to get your knife, your knife quality, what? Your knife fix, whatever. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Kathleen. Uh, get well as soon as you can, as quick as your body lets you. But stay positive though. Eat some awesome snacks. Do that. It's always a bit uplifting. That's rough. Everybody got some great stuff to say. Very cool. J1 Doobie, what's up? How's it going, man? Very cool, everybody. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Heck yeah, yo. Trouble Bunny, what's up? How's it going? Pockets and snacks, let me know. Endem B, what's up? How's it going? This brings back memories of my college days. Oh, did you work on? Okay, use AutoCAD and SolidWorks. Nice. I've only worked with Fusion 360. Um, I did not go to school for this. I am self-taught, so I'm always learning new things, whenever I can, and turning that new thing into a different way of doing it sometimes. But I've come a long way in my designing. Guys, if y'all weren't around in the times when I was working on just random things on Live in the Lab After Dark or the Lab After Dark, y'all go check them out. I worked on a bunch of different things. What did I work on? Let's bring it up for fun. I'm pretty sure most of y'all in here know remember the Lab After Dark. I think I called it the Lab. I might freeze because there's wait. Let me see. Put Lab. What? Why are you not letting me do this? Is it MBEDC Lab or what is it? But yeah, no, it was fun. It was a really fun thing to work on. I just, on the Wednesday streams, I think in that time especially, I was working on a lot of things. I still do, but the Wednesday streams are short sometimes, and with the time that I was doing before, I think I was going a little bit longer. But I found that yeah, it is called the lab. What the heck? I found that it was my time was better for working on actual knives that would be turned into licensed designs. So I stopped working on it. But yeah, we worked on some fun stuff. And there aren't any internals in this clock or anything like that. But or this lamp, it's not a functioning lamp. But it was fun to work on these models. This is an actual design of mine in pieces. This is the Kizer Raze over here. This was supposed to be a Hank. I couldn't model out a Hank. It didn't work out. But yeah, we had a lot of stuff. This is a nano pivot loom. That was fun for me to do. That was fun to work on that. This is not actual knurling. That is just a surface appearance from Fusion. But everything else is modeled out. But yeah, so I've it's this is my third, maybe 3.5 years of working on CAD modeling. But yeah, this was fun. It's just there's an ashtray over here and a cigarette. That was shout out to Donnie Bless, Laser Ghost Knives. That was per his request. This is not the updated one because there's supposed to be a donut in here for Neil McKenzie. But yeah, I just thought working on, projects like this one right here. This is the new knife live design. I just thought it worked out better to get ahead on projects during the live stream. What kind of stuff did you work on? I'm like 10 minutes behind. Hopefully you're still here. I'm sorry. Yeah, did you like what projects? Because I mean, this can be used for all sorts of things. Um, like architecture and plumbing and all that. Kelly's Mishmash. How's it going? Unpacked and trying to figure out what to eat. Hope everyone is having a great weekend. Yeah, you too. Hopefully your trip was awesome. I'm sure that you're bushed. That unpacking is probably like just looking at it a little. I don't want to do it right now. That's how I am. Like whenever I get back from Blade Show, I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. It amazes me to see the companies that get the crazy micro milling. Yeah, it's they get some really nice milling. We were looking at, I don't know if it was a lasering. I think that y'all were talking about it Wednesday. I don't know if y'all said it was a laser milling, but the Herman Knives Tesseract milling. Oh man, I had never seen that. That was beautiful milling. It was great. Uh, I was like blown away. If y'all go back to Wednesday's stream, I was blown away by that milling. Jim, what's up, dude? What are the pockets? What are the snacks, bro? Wyoming Adventures? What's up? What are the pockets? What are the snacks? Dropped your live stream link. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I dropped Ron's link earlier in the stream. So very cool. Thank you. Thank you. Membership, Ranjai? Ah, dude. Well, I appreciate you being here anyway, dude. Thank you, man. Cliff, what's up? How's it going? Only if they are good. Oh, the micro million or what? Sorry, I'm trying to get caught up here way behind. He was your brown sugar that's they said randomly showed up to a stream and got into the EDC community because of how well you were treated. It's yeah, that happens to people. They come over from other, like I think Zippo is it Zippo Fanatic? Is that his name? He got, I don't know if he found my channel, how he found my channel. But he's hung out in here. He's a Zippo guy, I think, and kind of got into the knife stuff. And there are a lot of people that discover, like, you're into knives, but you don't realize there's a community. And then you find out that there's a community. That's how it happened with me. And it's like, yeah, there are a lot of great people. And then you don't realize, like, for me, I've always been a knife guy. I've always carried a knife since, I don't know, like when I was younger, when I was a kid, I had the I don't know if it was a mini champ or what, Victorinox, and then the bigger one. But then, older, probably 18 or something, always carried a knife. Uh, and, just always had one on me. And then, like 4 years ago, I needed to switch out my EDC or just my knife. And then I started finding out all these materials and everything like that. And so much information, so many steels, and so many cool looking knives. The action is way different than the knife I had. Well, no, I had a Kershaw Link at that time. So I had, it had good action. It was a speed safe rather. So it was good, and that was a great model. I loved it. Now, the steel wasn't great. I had the 440C version, but still, it was a great. The ergos were great. But then you start finding out all this other stuff, and then the community, and start checking out live chats and the interaction. A lot of great people. There can be some scumbags that you come across, but overall, great people for sure. EDC with DVD is very nice. Oh, okay, yeah. EDC with DVD. Yeah, he's a cool dude for sure. Mr. Mouse, what's up? How's it going? To me, schooling trains you. Self-taught is where you actually learn. Yeah, and with YouTube, I guess that's where my class was. I'll drop the links of how I learned. And what the one that I first watched was Courtly Fabrications. Was his is the former name, and now he goes by Prototypical. And I watched his how I design a knife video. That's how I first learned CAD. And you guys check it out. It is because it's not a tutorial, and he says that in his video, but it was the only thing that I had that was directly knife related to like 3D modeling. And I watched it. Finally got CAD. I got on CAD and I was like, I don't know what to do. So I went back and had to rewatch. I thought I watched it enough times. I could quote it and everything. I don't know if I still can, maybe here and there. If I watched it, it would all come back to me like the way, because like little things he would say in the video. But yeah, it was fast. It was so fast. I didn't know where to begin. So I would watch, pause, do what he was doing, watch, pause, do and so much of that. Oh man, it was just in the deep end and just so fast. But it was helpful. It was super helpful. It just had to watch it a lot. But where I really learned is from Austin Shaner. This link right here. His channel is super helpful. Not that Courtly Fabrication or Prototypical. Not that his isn't. It's just that's better to watch after you've learned. Because then you can listen as he goes, or pick up the little things that you're not getting from Austin Shaner. That because Austin Shaner, he's been doing cat modeling since forever. He doesn't have any new videos, unfortunately, but there's still a lot of great stuff. But what he's working on is a guitar in his videos. But then he also does some parameter, is it parameter modeling, where you can use different you can attach your uh, models into where you can scale them easier. They're just all set up in like a little chart almost, and you type in what line you're changing, the dimension of what you're changing, and then it'll adjust that within your sketch. It's just very organized. So he does that, and then he does some rendering, which is really awesome too. Shows you how to do some very nice renders. I need to go back and rewatch that one. He works on a Rubik's cube, and it looks great when he's done. But that channel is just super helpful. I recommend that to anybody that's trying to learn CAD. It's been super helpful to me, and I still go back, and check out some of those videos, or some of his videos. But yeah, that was my schooling. But a lot of hours, guys, a lot of hours. That's where I learned a lot of struggling, for sure. Paul Mills, what's up? Pocket snacks. Tell me them. Open an Etsy shop today? What's the link? Let me know. Send it to my new breed. No, not my new breed. My Loot-10-Tex Instagram. I don't know if you can drop it. I don't think you have a wrench. Anybody that has a wrench that knows the Etsy, please drop it in there. Excuse me. But that's awesome. How's it going? Was it your drop today? Your first drop? Is that what happened? I know you had talked about doing a drop. I have my Dixon now and some veggies on the stove top to have with some rice. Nice. What veggies you got, man? What are you prepping over there? Did you use the Dixon to do the prep or what? Come on, man. You get that put that Dixon to use. The geometry, I don't know if it's like thick though, right? It's got a hollow, right? Zach Innard, what's up? Good to see you. What are those pockets looking like? Tell me. I still don't see a monkey fist anywhere. Oh, that one would be a that one would be a task for sure. I don't know. I don't know. See, let me get this link real quick, y'all. Give me 1 second. See, can I click on this? All right, right here. This is Trouble Bunny's link right here. Wait, that's it, right? Yeah, very cool. I'll drop it over on this. All right, we'll bring it up over on this side. Let's check it out. Let's go take a tour, guys. Let's go check it out. So check out that link, guys. That'll take you over here to Leather Goods by EB. It's Emily right there. Some of her work. Whoa, what's going on over here? What kind of art you working on? No, that's really cool. That's awesome. So you have like little notepad, little sleeves. Oh, this one's cool. Kind of a classic. Dope. Look at this. Do you do all this art? Is that like from sketching or something? Where do you get your art from? That's cool. So the leather on the back and then the leather on the front, it holds it closed with a pen. That's really cool. The little hole. Ah, that's nice. The little butterfly one right there. Very cool. Well, congrats on that. Oh, that's cool. You got some a video showing your work or how you work rather. A little bit about you over here. That's sick. Very cool. Congrats. Congrats on opening the store. Good luck on all the projects, on everything that you've got there. Guys, if you are in the market for any of this, it shows her working right here. I can see her getting it done. Awesome. Very awesome. Heck yeah. So check out the link, guys. If you don't have any quality leather, go get some, guys. I got some. If y'all want to see what kind of leather y'all are missing out on. I don't have any of her stuff, but quality leather goes a long way. It has some nice patina. You get one of those notebooks from her, gets it looking like this. In a good way, guys. In a good way. That's some pant pocket right there. That's the American Blade Works outline. It's not in here right now. It's in my pouch, my art company pouch. Always carry it. Um, but yeah, guys, where my wallets at? Where are my wallets? I know leather, guys. I picked up a bunch of leather. This is rock leather scissors right here. This one got crazy dark, looking fantastic. Shout out to Rock Leather Scissors, an awesome dude. I've spoken with him a bunch of times. I think this is my third or one of three. I don't know where my other wallet is. I've picked up one of my favorites, but I just didn't like the color that I went with. Was STR Handmade. If you guys don't know STR Handmade, where the hell is my other wallet? If you guys don't know STR Handmade, check them out. That dude has great stuff. STR had me. I'd been wanting something from him for a long time. I want to pick something else up again. He does some with like black with red stitching and red leather. I think I want to get something like that. But oh man, I actually have a picture that I was messing with. Let me see. I was just messing around with some of my pictures. So this was the rock leather scissors when I first got it. And that one might be different. I think that my brother might have this one. And then that's the STR Handmade. You got that awesome logo. And that's how the Lancelot leather looked when I first got it. So I know some leather, yo. I mean, I don't know how to mess with it, but I mess with it, put it in my pocket. I don't know where the other one is. Rock Leather Scissors did another one for me. I really want to show that one. That one is the one that fumbling through. All right, yeah, I'm not gonna. It's probably not right here. It's probably yeah. I'm gonna have to give up. We're gonna be here forever looking for it. But that one's cool. It's I really wish I could show you. What an idiot, right? Just losing wallets. It doesn't have money in it, so that's good. It's there somewhere. I didn't like really lose it. Oh, and this is you, right? Is this like a leather thing you worked on? This is leather, right? Shop one, right? That's what that is. Multiple knife disorder. That's sick. It's a little patch. I haven't put it on anything yet. Okay, you put it on something. That's really cool. Oh, I also have this. Shucks. Can't forget that. This is Tactical Terry right here. Telling you guys, I know some leather goods. So that's Tactical Terry 1931 Leatherworks also. I'm not trying to take business away from you. I'm just showing what leather can do for you. You know what I mean? Up your game, you know what I mean? If you can. If you can. Go show some support if you can do it. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Atomic finish in the Dixon when you're using it to cut food. What is the atomic finish? What is that? I don't know what that is. Please tell me. You're doing great, man. Keep pushing the limits of what you can do and keep going farther, and the limits will be your imagination. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. Thanks so much. Yeah, I'm always trying to learn. I do still hit walls on occasion, for something I'm trying to do. Fusion can sometimes be like that. Also, you know what I mean? You're trying to do something and Fusion's like, nah, you can't do that. It's like, yes, I can. Nah. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then I'm like, all right, Fusion. And I'll go through and I'll find another way to do it. It sometimes it takes a few tries. Like um, I'll have to trick Fusion into doing what I want it to do if it's not letting me do it the easy way. I'm like, all right, well, I'll just figure out how to do it the damn hard way. But it can be like that sometimes. I'm not sure how SolidWorks is if it you get in those situations the same way. It might just be a software thing, I don't know. But it's a lot of trial and error, especially early on. Um, but it's fun, and when you finally do accomplish it, then it's like if you had to go about it a tricky way, then it's cool to be able to have that for the next time when you're working on. Like I'm working on a lot of projects for people, so uh, I've worked like a good example would be working on Devo's projects with files that I didn't work on. They send me a file of somebody else, another company, and they're like, "Hey, we want to keep this. Can you get this adjusted for us?" Like, okay, there's contouring here, and they want this like a clip, a wire clip um side. They don't want that anymore. So now I've got to figure out how to take that wire clip with the little lines and then the hole, how to get rid of that. I've got to get that done, and I want this milling pattern gone. I don't have the access to their sketches or anything like that, so I've got to get creative and figure out how to get those gone. And I do it. So a lot of stuff like that comes in handy, going about it the difficult way, finding and tricking Fusion and then learning something, being able to implement that in other times. It's a struggle, but then it's helpful after the struggle. But yeah, those are crazy. Working on files that aren't mine to get them and keep the aesthetic, and then keep the overall aesthetic, and then clean it up, and make sure that other aesthetic didn't exist. Make it as though it didn't exist. It's great. It's great. Frustrating, but great. Did a lot of mechanical stuff, gears, and designing tools and stuff. Oh, okay. Awesome. Like yeah, I think I find it I like working on other things than just EDC. And I'm definitely open to working on projects that are not EDC related. Because I think it teaches me more, learning the way other things are made, other things are built. Like a project that I'm working on right now. It's kind of on pause. I'm waiting for them to get back to me. One of the people that I'm working with on the project has gotten back to me. He's like, things are looking good, but then I'm still waiting on the other guy. But this one is, I mean, it's still EDC, it's still knife related, but just the ins and outs of this model is just crazy. But it's helping me learn, you know. I'm sure I'll forget some of it, you know, down the line, but I can refer to the file and, you know, figure out like, oh, okay, yeah, this is how I did this. This is how this works. Refresh my memory. But, you know, other things that are not EDC related would be cool, you know, just so I can learn how other things work. And then, you know, sometimes you don't even realize that they can be used in EDC also. But yeah, that stuff interests me as well. Ron Crow, what's up, dude? Yeah, I'm 20 minutes behind. I'm gonna scroll down here and then we'll work our way back. I've also got to show the GAW, and we'll get that going in a little bit. What's up? Sorry, oh crap, it's jumped on me. Dog one, what's up? How's it going? Is Colleen in here? What's going on over here? Is that you, Jim? You is that something you are you quoting something? What's going on here? You have cancer? I hope not. That's rough. Do you have an example of like Devo stuff? I don't know if I can show. I mean, I can probably open the file because, like, I don't know if y'all were in the stream the other day when Lefty was trying to find his thumb stud that they were trying to work on. Um, I can probably show like just the clean part that I'm talking about, but I don't know if I'm comfortable showing everything else. But I mean, I know Lefty has shown stuff, you know, and that's cool. And but I just feel weird me showing it. But I can show like the just like the smooth spot that I'm talking about. And but yeah, I sent him. I was lurking, and I was like, he was trying to find the pictures. I sent it behind the scenes, and he saw it. He saw it later. He was like, "Oh, Luke's trying to show me." Let me see. Is it this? Let me see. Hmm. Oh, you know what I think is going on here? Let me see. I just gotta put it. Is it last updated? Oh, by name. Stupid. But yeah, I definitely won't show y'all the whole shebang, but I'll get up close and show y'all the area that I'm talking about. Which one was it? Okay, so I'll show y'all the up close of the file they sent and what I had to change. All right, so get up close on that. Zoom in real tight. Okay, so this is, let me bring it in. So this is the file that they sent. So you see they have their screw there, they have their little wire slots. So that's what they have, right? They don't want that anymore. So they had to get rid of it. So it's got a slight contour to it. You know, you can't just extrude these lines. What I mean by that is you can't just go through and be like, okay, I want this flat surface. because this is easy. Extrude, it's flat, so it just goes clean to the other side, just like nothing. See, it's all good. It's cut away. I can't just extrude from the inside of this. I can't just find this flat surface on the inside. I can't just get this and go like extrude like that because it's not flush. See, see that right there, that little gap? It doesn't work because there's a curve to it. So I've got to do that, and I've also got to get rid of this little screw too. So after that, that's what we're left with after my adjusting. So I had to get that and make it to where it didn't exist and where you didn't even know there was one there. And you could try the patch and all that, but then stitching it, and it was rough. But I got super creative with it, and it worked out great. And there were a lot of other changes to that model too that I can't show. Or I mean, I'm sure that like if Kev wanted to show, that's all good, but it's not mine to show. You know what I mean? It'd be cool. It'd be cool to have Lefty or Colin on, you know, or both, and like show some of their work. And then I could be like, can I show this or show that, and talk about some things because I think it'd be cool to. Oh man, I never thought about that. It'd be cool to talk with the designers that I worked with, on their projects, about their projects, and we can show like the stuff we worked through and things like that. But I think Devos especially because, like I said, I've had to work with files that already exist and models that already exist and recreate those models. So it'd be fun to like be like, guys, remember, remember that? Hey, um, but yeah, they were happy with it when it was done, and they knew. And then Kev too, like working with Kev, it's he's got his OCD thing. So if there can be some like small thing after you work on it, there's some small thing that he wants changed that is not as simple as just that small thing being changed. It's like a chain reaction. Change that thing. Okay, Kev, all right, I'll do it, but just know it's gonna take a little while because I'm gonna have to change this and this, or this is gonna have to change to change that, or what I just changed is gonna get jacked up to change that. But it's fun, it's cool, it's and those guys are great dudes. They've always been appreciative. Uh, Kev isn't like a jerk about it. It's just, it's their design. They want it done a certain way. So I'm absolutely gonna respect that. And, you know, they've always understood that, things might take a little longer or whatever, but they're like, can we get it done? I'm like, yeah, I'll get it done. Or if there's something that can't be done, I'll just let them know, like, hey, we can't do that, and then we'll go around and find another solution. But always fun and sometimes a pain uh, working on something for them. But I'll take on any project that they want to throw my way. It's buy once, cry once, real leather breaks in instead of breaking down. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, for me, I love the showing the support, and then like getting swapping out the wallets on occasion. Like I do sometimes swap out to the rock leather scissors. This guy, sometimes I will swap out to that and swap out to the other one. I wish I could show the other one. The other one's fantastic. Um, but yeah, just the way, the patina and the quality is always there on all these people that I've gotten stuff from, and I'm sure yours is no different. Absolutely. Buy once, cry once for sure. Unless you like, swapping out. You cry a few times. Let's work. Atomic finish what Raze uses on their blade, kind of. A bead blast. Oh, okay. Got you. Nothing wrong with some competition. Hey, competition, it builds you up. Builds you up for sure. But that's not what I was trying to do. Oh, okay, yeah. So it is, yeah. No, that's cool. I really dug it. I appreciate y'all giving me some. The tri-stash on my bucket list knife. That's a good knife. I'm not into the button lock one. I'm not a fan. Even if it's button liner or whatever top liner, still not my thing. But it's a great knife. Awesome design. But then he did the liner lock one. I wanted to pick one of those Tiffany blue ones. Oh, I never did though. But I dig the design a lot. My carry today was the Vero Avid 1, Tri-Stash V2, Vasi Croc 329, Overtimes Mini Mastiff Cold Steel Board, and game dinner was burgers. Is there a game today? Did the Cowboys play? Son, I saw people with jerseys today. Shucks. Hold on, give me. Gosh, dang it! I hate it here. It's all good. Is it preseason right now? Still, it is, right? Let me see real quick. Oh, they're playing right now. Okay, yeah, I gotta wrap it up, guys. I gotta wrap it up. Burgers, and for dessert, I put in a big fat dip of chew. Okay, so that's where that conversation came from. Douglas Wagner, what's up? I designed all except the Memphis Belle pinup girl and the skull with the spider web. Oh, okay, those are yeah, I saw that pinup. I was like, hey, let's keep it PG in here. No, that's awesome. Great work. And you're still doing all the hand, craftsmanship. So for sure, great, great stuff. Absolutely. Can't really see text. Oh, my bad. My bad, Burnt Relic. Yeah, I was way behind too. Sorry about everybody. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about everybody. The Brimwolf. Oh, is that what's the Brimwolf? Is that Blaurock Brimwolf? Is that a Brimwolf? Or is the Brimwolf Everburn? Everburn is sick. Everburn is sick for sure. I am gonna loving to hear this story. Love to hear how people learn and advance in their passions. Yeah, it's for me. It was. I don't know if you're talking about me. That's how far behind I am. They were probably talking about something with each other. I took AutoCAD back in college too. It was cool. A girl in that class was already working using CAD to map out all the rooms on the Queen Mary ship in Long Beach. That's crazy. That's cool. Heck yeah. I say that's an excellent cheese slicer. That's what I've heard. I have heard that. You're not the first one to say that. Big companies send you to classes for specific skills. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, for me, all of this, guys. For those of y'all that haven't, I don't know if I talked about it in my introduction video for my YouTube channel, but all of it started for health reasons and me wanting to turn my life around. Like I wasn't like a scumbag or anything like that. I didn't like where I was, and then also like my health reasons, my health issues. I didn't know how long I was gonna be here. Still, I feel like on borrowed time. But I just knew while I was, while I could do something, I had to do something, try something, leave my mark a little bit somehow. And being able to design stuff, and I used to shop Kizer, and to now have Kizer knives is cool, Kubey knives, and then to have stuff, the Clydesdale and the Wingspan. It's all been great, and to work with so many people that I didn't think that I would be able to work with, never imagined. It's that's how it all happened, and That's why I worked so hard, and it's I should have been working hard from jump, you know what I mean, on other things. But you're always on the path to where you're gonna be. Always. Where you're gonna be tomorrow is where you're gonna be anyway. It's always how it is. Just the trip, you don't know it's gonna be that way sometimes. But yeah. So anyway, that's it was a path. It was quite a path. But I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm where I'm at. Not done yet. I'm happy to where what I've achieved, but I'm not happy that I haven't achieved all that I need to achieve yet. Still working towards that. But you know, in time, still gotta bust ass. Gotta get there. Still gotta do that. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, dog one. Gma. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you, thank you. Absolutely, absolutely. Every day, man. Every day. Always grateful, thankful, can't take anything for granted. Gotta always gotta hustle, always gotta grind. And that's why, I don't like to get too like into stuff like that because like especially with my brand, I don't want things tied to how things were because I don't want that to be a driving force of people wanting to show support. So I don't ever really talk about it. I sprinkle it in here and there. I talk about my sodium stuff, but that's just because I like to talk about foods. So I gotta mention my sodium. Um, but I don't want it to be like I want my work ethic and the work that I'm putting out there to be the driving force of people wanting to buy my stuff and not to be like, oh, poor guy or whatever. Hell no. You know? But that's what I was also gonna say was that that's why I don't like to really be like, deep into things, but if somebody's going through a tough time or something like that. That's why I like to be, say like, hey, things get rough sometimes, but I don't want to be cliche about anything. Things do get rough, but don't stay there because nothing's gonna stop for you. Nothing. You gotta grind, you gotta get through it as best you can, as hard as it may be. You've got to, because nothing's gonna get done. You can't just, lay back and take it. Don't get down. If you're gonna get down, okay, get down for a little bit, but get up. You've got to. You've got to. There's no other choice. You've got things you got to do. Nobody's gonna do them for you. It's just how it has to be sometimes. And I don't like to be like that, but it's because I know what it's like to be there. That's why I'll speak on it sometimes. You know. But anyways, anyways, yeah, man, yeah, absolutely. I know that I missed a bunch of stuff, guys, but uh, yeah, Angel made some grub, and we're finna throw down in a little bit. Well, El Navajero, what's up? Yo, it's good to see you, man. Just got in a CRKT compact platoon. Hey, that I was talking about that the other day. That was my first, when I thought I was upgrading. I was like, okay, the CRKT Batum Compact. I got it from an army surplus store. It took a while to break in, but I realized that Blade HQ was hyping CRKT a bunch when they really shouldn't have been. Not for everything, anyway. But great design, great designer. It was a fun knife. It was a quality, design. But yeah, man, I'll say that it's a quality design for sure. Needed some softening. I think I remember being sharp on the inner edges of the frame. It's on washer, so of course it needs to break in. I couldn't get the pivot loose. That was something I could not do. The hardware was just jammed in there. Is this what you are doing for milling? No, no, no. I guess I don't think you were here earlier, Jim. I was working on. I was just showing how I do the milling. I showed a couple of ways of doing milling, but no, this is not what I'm gonna do. I didn't like it. I tried it out. It looked gross for the design, but I did that, and then tried a little tighter, but still, nah. It was just for an example, but it did show me that I didn't want to do that. So, but yeah, went through that a little bit. So if y'all missed that, make sure y'all go back and check it out. But no, it's not going to be that. And Grandma, how are you? I didn't even see how are you doing. Hope you're doing well. Um, my grandma's brother passed away a few days ago or 5 days ago, something. And so I know that's a thing. She was there with him, and so definitely prayers and thoughts for you, Grandma, and hope you're okay. Uh, that's rough, and I'm glad you were there. You know, you were able to be there with him and help him along. For his going, his passing, but I'm sure that took a toll too. But you stay positive too, Grandma. You know, stay positive always, for sure. I tried some of that gym, but it left lines. It had a weird look. I did try that. Like, well, ta-da. All right, let me get. I know I missed a bunch, guys. I'll go back and rewatch, get some of these comments because I know I missed a lot. But I do want to get this giveaway going. That's already gonna take some time. And like I said, Angel she actually cooked like an hour and a half ago or 2 hours. So we're gonna she's not like hurry up or anything like that. But I would like to not keep her waiting. She's waiting for me. Oh, I didn't know you're. Yeah, yeah. Her brother passed away from the same thing. I don't know if it was from the same thing though. Uh, he had liver cirrhosis, and I have liver cirrhosis. Mine was from drinking. Uh, but I don't know if that's. I mean, not that I don't think it matters. I think it just depends on the severity. Mine is uh mine is it's not regenerate. I can't think of the word right now. I don't know why it's slipping my mind. But my liver isn't regenerating, so decompensated. So you know, it is what it is. I just do my best to stay focused and do what I can and not make things worse. You know what I mean? So that's how I stay and stay. I'm not as strict with my diet. Y'all can tell I'm not as strict with my diet as I used to be early on. It was woo eating like a rabbit and and I do want to get back to some of that, for sure. But I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not, throwing down like, you know, fried chicken from churches or eating Peter Piper's as much as I would love to throw down on some, some Peter Piper pizza. I have some on occasion, but it's like not the same as Peter Piper. Like you would not recognize it as Peter Piper's. We went there maybe a month back or so, and my brother, it was my brother and family, and Angel and my mom, and everybody's pizza. I mean, their pizza looked way different than mine, but I was still enjoying it. I was still enjoying it, and of course, the company with my family of my family was great. It made the pizza taste better. But yeah, he did last a while. For the model on the screen, did you just create a cut with a plane on that surface and just extrude a circle on that curve? Yeah, no, I went through a whole thing, dude. I'll show it again next week. I'll think of what pattern to do, and we'll go through it again. I didn't want to do this one because it wasn't a pattern that I liked. This one worked a lot better for a lot quicker. The first way I showed what it was going to take longer. I do it like that uh, usually, but like if it gets more complex in the curves on the frame, The other way would be better, but this way is a lot faster for the way I like to do it because I like to mirror each piping. I like to mirror it for the cuts. Um, I like to mirror them as bodies rather than cuts because then I work on the lock side after that. Appreciate you, dog one. Appreciate you. Paul Mills, thanks so much, dude. Yes, yes. Kevin Smith, what's up, man? With a purple heart. Excuse me. Agent Orange. Oh, okay. Got you. That's rough. Yeah, that's rough. Still hope for you. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you. Lasagna for us tonight. There you go, Kevin Smith. Heck yeah. Live life until you die, and until you die, live life. Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Absolutely. Um, I want to, like I said, I want to get this going, guys, and definitely nothing like to take away from that, Grandma, at all. I do hope you're doing okay and continue to be okay. And we all know life happens, life will happen, continues to happen, always will happen. It's how we take it, how we handle it, how we lean on others if we can, and if we can't, we just find where we can to find hope, in the little things we enjoy. If we like knives, if we like food, or just find something that can bring you back to enjoying, the enjoyment, just the happiness. Don't put on the sad song, don't watch the sad movie, don't keep yourself down. Find what it is that makes you happy and bring yourself up. And then little by little you can keep getting back into the groove of life. But don't stay down. Don't be like, oh, I used to listen to the song of them all the time. Don't do that. Maybe once, but don't play that on repeat for sure. But let's get this going. Again, love you, Grandma. Love you. So today's gaw, you'll have the choice between the snacky poos, the crackers, the cheesy peanut butter, or the regular crackers with peanut butter. You will also have your choice between the sweets. Got the Swedish fish. We got the Mott's assorted fruits, and we've got the tropical island fruits. So those would be choice of these two, and your choice of these three. You will also get your swaggeroni and cheese. We got some Wyvern Kodiak. We got a Whataburger sticker for my mom. We've got Savivi. We got Ron Crow. We've got some Kelly's Paracord stickers. We've got a couple of zipper pull. Okay, it's raining stickers. A couple of zipper pulls. This green one's sick. So you get a couple of zipper pulls. Shout out to Kelly's Paracord. Kelly's Mishmash. We got Weld and Carry. We got this one. I don't know what that is. Mountain Man Bushcraft. What else we have here? A new Breed EDC. Gotta have that new Breed EDC, baby. Stay the new breed. Upside down. That one. That's a VV sticker. Ron Crow. Oh yeah, I mentioned Ron Crow. And so those will be the swag. And then the knife of the day. We got the Fin Wolf. I don't think I've gotten one of these before. I've been intrigued. Maddie and them had spoken about it a lot before. A lot of times talking about it on the stream. They really dug it. And I've been wanting to check one out. Never have. Picked it up on Amazon. Cold Steel Fin Wolf. In that orange. It's good. I mean, this is it's kind of outdoorsy. So, or it is, I guess. It's got a strong lock in the triad lock, Cold Steel's triad lock, or Demko's triad lock. And The bright orange definitely helpful. It doesn't blend into anything. Well, I guess orange might. You do want bright colors, you know, in outdoor scenarios. Because if you drop it, you can find it. The clip isn't the worst. It's not bad. Not great, but not bad. I'm sure it's functional. And you can do the rollout. Ooh, that lock really clicks in. You got a Scandi grind on there. I believe it's a true Scandi. I don't see another bevel on there. I think it's straight Scandi. It is really sharp. It's got a crazy stock on there. Really, like, not super, super thick, but it's really thick. Let's see if I can find something to cut up. What do I have? Give me something to cut. I don't have anything. Shucks. I want to cut that paper. Welcome to Loot Can't Find Paper. Welcome in, guys. Oh, we can get, what's this? Can I cut this? What are you? I'll just cut this a little bit. I think I want some of this. This slicey. It's slicey. I don't want to cut any more of that because there's some notes on there. But it's slicey, strong lock. Just click the back there, right here. It gets in there. They test these all the time. This lock only gets better over time, is what they say. The more that the contact, you know, as they make contact together, I guess they wear in a bit more. Really digs into itself, or they dig into each other, the spine and the back lock, or the triad lock. So really cool. Really, I dig it. I dig it. A great knife for a backpack if you're like a backpacker or something like that. I would definitely drop that in there. So the steel on this one is OS 8A. It is a Taiwan made. I don't know what 8A means. I guess I don't know if that's the better version. You can flick it too. I think I reverse flicked it. Let's see. Oh, let me see if I do it down here instead of throwing it up there. Yeah, you can flick it, reverse flick it. Do it down here. It's, oh, okay, I didn't get it that time. But yeah, you can do it. You throw a little wrist in there. There you go. But yeah, cool knife. I dig that. Dig it. And let's remove that. And remove this again. Which Rachu. And let's see. Get a little hashtag in there. All right, guys. So now for the rules. So it's 18 and up, US only. Make sure you get in there right away. I don't announce when I'm running it. I just run it. I just, you know, there's that. It's because of Maddie. He's talking about that. There's the glitch in StreamYard. That if you wait, I mean, if you get in the last second, that they win. So I just run it. I don't announce it. So make sure you don't wait. Get in there. The biggie. And this is not to upset anybody at all. Oh, I forgot there's a Devo knife right here too. I mean Devo sticker. Do it down already. Just a Devo sticker. Uh, don't be upset, y'all. But if it's your first time here, you're not eligible for this giveaway. I just want to make sure that you're here hanging out. There are a lot of great people. There's been a lot of great conversation right now, and I've appreciated all of that. But you know, I want to make sure that it's not just somebody come in and they say, "Oh, they do giveaway over there." I'm gonna go, and then never see you again. You know, I want to make sure you're hanging out, you're enjoying the community, all that good stuff. If I wasn't doing a giveaway on my stream, would you still be hanging out? If the answer is no, then, you know, maybe don't hang out here. I just, you know, if you're enjoying the stream, cool, that's what's up. And next time you're in here, you're in for the giveaway. You're good. I mean, make sure you drop your hashtag, but you're good to go. It's just for this time only, and it's like I said, it's not to be a jerk or anything like that. It's the opposite. it's the opposite. So, like again, I appreciate you hanging out, but like I said, if I wasn't doing the giveaway, would you still hang out? And the answer is yes. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So with that being said, I think that's it. 18 and up, US only. That biggie. Don't wait the last second. All right. So we are going with hashtag Fin Orange. Hashtag Fin Orange. We can get that. That's what I had. Very glad that you are making that a rule. I was just thinking that I'm not joining because I'm new and want to give the regulars a chance. Sorry, I was reading this and I don't know why I didn't read the screen. It was all moving. I appreciate your understanding. Thank you very much. There are some people that get upset sometimes, and it's not because I'm trying to be mean or anything like that. I just want to give people the chance to hang out, the chance to win, and then like if you're enjoying yourself, come back next time and it's all good. It's free stuff. I know, but it's also something that you wouldn't have anyway. So there's no reason to be upset, really. And I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. To the Mr. Kiwi, I can't stay. I hope you're doing well. You too, Kyle. Thanks so much. Surprisingly professional, Kyle Coonley. If you guys need any sharpening done, hit him up. Well, I don't know. Do you still do the sharpening? He said he couldn't stay, but if he does sharpening, hit him up. Klingen work? Forgot how you say it. Check out his Instas. Drop his link in here. But I appreciate you stopping in, dude. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. Oh yeah, right here. I haven't seen any of his stuff in a while. This is his Instagram right here. And that boy can sharpen, y'all. Devo has used them before for some situations that they've had with some of their production models coming in, and I think some of them it was either the production model or prototypes, but they were hitting how they shouldn't with the excuse me, sorry, the back spacer or the barrel spacers, and Kyle hooked them up and cleaned that up for them. So he's very trustworthy. That's a big task. Jesse, you got an equal mark on there. I don't know if you already fixed it. Fix your hashtag, Jesse. Oh, you did it again. You did it again. You're not fixing it, bro. Or did you already fix it? It's not fixed there. Get it fixed. Let's see. Hey, don't be talking about my Cowboys like that, bro. What are you talking about? I just happen to wear the hat today. I love my Cowboys, but sometimes they lose. That's how it goes. As long as I win, bro. They do have some nice hidden gems. They do. Sometimes the steel though can be, it's like, oh, why did they use that? Same with Spider Code happens too. I've got I really loved the design. I had to pick it up. I had a $20 off thing at Knife Joy or E-Knives, or 15% off. And I wanted this one. I was gonna get it at Blade Show, but it was like $70. I don't know. And they were gonna give away the display model. Didn't end up picking it up, and I'm glad I was able to get it at a discount. Not that I mean, just because it's HCR, you know what I mean? I'd rather not pay $70 for HCR, even if it is Spyderco. But gosh damn, it's an awesome design. I really love this. This is what the hell is it called? Shucks, forgot what it's called. But minimal flipper tab really flies out of there. Nasty girl. Nice reverse flick. Damn, what the hell is it called? The Slender, the Sventer, the Slimmies. It's none of those. But it's great. Neutral handle. I got this. I had this already. This is a Lynch Northwest clip. I had it on my mash, sold my mash, love the mash, nothing against the mash. Just trying to fund a blade shell trip. Put it on my nip light, moved it off my nip light onto this, and it looks great. What the hell is this called? Don't you wish you could like Google like something on like what is the Spyderco knife that I wanted for a long time? and Google will be like, oh, it was this one that you wanted. Spider, y'all probably told me already. Did y'all tell me? No, nobody told me. Spyderco minimal flipper tab. Show me who you are. The Mantra 4. The Mantra 4. It's awesome. I like it. The lock is a little weird. It's a good lock, man. Back lock's lock. I call it a lock. Do I call it a back lock? I call it a back lock, I think. Or lock back. I don't remember, but I don't think is either one wrong? I don't think either one's wrong, is it? Is that Scandi or just a short primary bevel? I mean, yeah, that's a good question. I mean, it looks like a Scandi, bro. I mean, it's got a. I mean, I think it's a Scandi. It's kind of hard to see if I can. It's not helping much. It seemed like a true Scandi, bro. Life is full to the brim. Seek, don't sheeple. Oh, hold up. Gonna have cheese bacon burgers? Potato, go with the other. Oh, man, shut up. Shut up in a good way. Yes, Kathleen. Feel better. That was rough information. A lot of rough stuff out there, but everybody just keep their heads up. Um, do your best too. I know it can be rough, but definitely try. Plan on sliding into life's finish line. Tore up from the floor. Lion, not a sheep. My bad. I didn't even tell you what's up. What's up? Sorry about that. I didn't even know this giveaway. I just happened to hop on YouTube and saw the stream and then saw some of the homies. I saw another stream. Very cool. I appreciate you. And thanks for hanging out. It means a lot. Broke AZ, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing well, man. Get a bot and you can just do the Kaio, etc. to post links for folks. What the hell is that? What does that mean? Thank you, and I hope you have a great weekend as well. Do you have a stream schedule? Would love to come back and watch and chat. Wednesdays, my schedule can be pretty crazy. Wednesdays is the one that kind of falls sometimes. I don't get to make Wednesdays sometimes. Saturdays is the one that I'm always doing. You probably left already, sorry. But Wednesday, sometimes with my projects, I'm just like trying to get them done. But Saturdays, I try to keep on my Saturdays. And my Saturdays can be weird because I still have my part time. So I work on Saturdays, and now I'm gonna be working on Wednesdays instead of Tuesdays. So that's gonna be rough. My days are gonna be jammed, but you know. But Wednesday evenings, late evenings, and Saturdays, two. I'm sorry, like 3 or 5 o'clock. I go on and usually stay on for about hour and a half to 3 hours. Sorry, that's probably a lot of like information. It's like, so do you come on or no? Hmm? So you don't really stream. Jesse's dumbass spell. Hashtag Fin Orange vision issues. Brought like 10 knives with me when I went to San Antonio hoping to trade. What a bummer. I had to come mid next week. Oh yeah, dude, I'm sorry about that. I forgot he changed his schedule. I think that's the third time he's changed his schedule. I forgot what the reason was, but he said that he had a reason to change. I forgot what it was. But yeah, sorry, dude. Yeah, the mantra, yeah, it's sick. I really like it. Oh, yeah. There was some guy in a show that I was watching the other day, and I was like, "Who is he?" I took a picture and I couldn't find him. He was wearing like a button-up linen shirt, and it was this is a gentleman in a button-up linen shirt or something like that. I was like, "Oh, okay, that doesn't help." Here we go. Hope you have a good. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and thank you. Burnt relic with the win. What? Backlock, lockback, backlock, or spine lock is all AI approved verbiage. Burnt relic, congrats on the win. We do have a few questiones. So, do you want the cheese crackers with peanut butter or the plain crackers with peanut butter? Other question. Do you want Swedish fish, mini Swedish fish, Welch's Island fruit gummies, or Mott's assorted fruit gummies? So, two questions. Which of these three and which of these two? You automatically get the swag, of course. Swaggeroni and cheese, if I can pick it all up. Okay. The swag, a couple of zipper pulls from Kelly. I'm making a mess. Where's Kelly? Oh, dang. Kelly's paracord. A lot of other good stickers in there. Trying to put it all together, and you get the Finwolf, of course. Let me see what you got. Blind Wolf Fury, what's up? Sorry for everybody that I missed. I'm like way behind today. Never really got caught up, I feel like. Sorry about that. That carry. I'm gonna get to that carry. I'm gonna get back to that. I just want to see that I'm passing. Oosh, wait, where am I? Jeez, I'm crow. Burnt relic, I just saw you. Where'd you go? Wanna know why knives? What's up? Dang Ross, what's up, dude? Some, what's up? Yeah, I just saw your name. Where'd you go? My screen behind. Oh, okay. So have you said yet, or because I'm behind, bro? Let's help each other out here. Beaver Baron, what's up? Brian, what's up, dude? Mitten State EDC. Hope you're doing well, dude. He's talking about button shirt. Okay, so you're gonna make your choice as soon as I get. I'll do this while I wait. Today's carry is a Kizer Hornet fixed blade and Ultim, a Faramasa Glideman DBD edition, County Com Maritac R4A, Teslong 18 or 18, and one multi-tool Roxanne. Is it Roxanne? Roxanne Flex Companion, and my Monkey Fist. Pockets packed, ready to go. I love it, David. Coming in hot. Sorry for those pockets that I did miss. I do apologize. Burnt red. Got it. Here we go. Here we go. Keeps your G rated, dummies. Plain peanut butter is fine, please. So no gummies, bro? Okay. So no gummies. Is that what you're saying? Is that what that means? I'm not sure. I think that's what you're saying. Keeping the gummies, and you said plain peanut butter is fine. All right, I got you. I got you. A lot of talking this stream, a lot of staying behind on this stream, skipping some stuff. I usually get back to most of it. Sorry for missing a lot of that. But I really do appreciate you guys hanging out and hanging in there. I For those of y'all that missed, some of the CAD early on, if you want to, go back and check it out, I will work on it again on Saturday. I'll figure out what pattern I'm going to go with for sure. That was an example that I wanted to use. Um, the second way of doing the milling is definitely an easier way if you do plan on doing, just following the curvature, doing the mirror. If you're keeping the body, your piping for your milling, I would go that route. It's quicker and yeah. But I appreciate all you guys so much. So just gonna try to pass it on. Okay, the grown-up gummies. You're sticking with your grown-up gummies. Got it. Right? Is that what you mean? So no gummies, right? Okay. Oh, okay. Got you. I get it. I appreciate you, man. Congrats on the win, dude. And everybody, thank you all. So I wish I could like talk to you personally. Maybe we could come up with something. I have an idea in my head on gravity knife, but I need your computer. But you need my computer? Okay. I mean, if you have an Instas, hit me up on my Instagram. Oh, let me drop that real quick too. For Burnt Relic. And yeah, I mean, if you're on the Instas, hit me up on the Instas. It's definitely a great way. That's how I talk with a lot of the people I work with for their designs. You can also email me. It is a lot harder to have a conversation about the designs through email. That is how this tough project is that I'm working on. Luckily, I'm working with two people. One of them is on Instagram. So I've been able to explain some things. I've worked with him before. But I mean, if you really must, we can email me. We can email and get through some stuff. It's just easier sometimes to have the conversation through video message or through voice message. So Instagram is definitely helpful. But hey, thank you, Brent Relic. Thank you, dude. But everybody, thank you all so much for hanging out. I really appreciate y'all. We are going to enjoy your yada. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the football. If you're taking it in, I'm gonna take in some of that. I'm gonna take in some snacks. We're gonna grub big time. You guys take care. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy yourselves. Do great things. Keep the pockets packed. Eat some awesome snacks. And I'll check you out later. Peace. I gotta hit that.